When 24-year-old Ethan Cole knelt beside a stranded luxury car on a lonely highway, he thought he was just fixing a flat tire. He didn't know the woman inside, Olivia Hart, would change the entire direction of his life before sunset. Nor did he expect that one simple act of kindness would reveal a truth that would leave millions speechless. Ethan Cole had grease on his hands, dust on his boots, and a heart far bigger than the small auto shop he worked in. At just 24, he carried the weight of two lives, his own and his 10-year-old sister, Mia, who depended on him for everything after their parents died in an accident 3 years earlier. He worked long hours, rarely slept enough, and hadn't taken a day off in months. But no matter how exhausted he was, Ethan always believed in one thing, that kindness would never fail him, even if life sometimes did. That belief was tested one Thursday afternoon on an empty stretch of highway outside Brooksville. Ethan was driving back from delivering a repaired truck when he noticed a white Bentley pulled over at the side of the road. A woman stood beside it, looking worried, frustrated, and completely out of place on a dusty roadside. She wore a navy blue business suit, heels that clearly weren't made for gravel, and she held her phone high in the air, desperately searching for signal. Ethan slowed down instinctively. Something in him never let him just pass by someone in trouble. He pulled over and stepped out. "Everything okay, ma'am?" he called out. The woman turned, relief sweeping over her face. "Thank God. I've been stuck for 20 minutes. Flat tire. And my phone has no service. I have an important meeting in an hour." Ethan gave her a reassuring smile. "I can help you." She blinked, surprised. "Really? You don't even know me?" "I don't need to," he replied simply. "You're stranded. That's enough." The woman watched him kneel beside the tire. There was something different about him, calm, sincere, the kind of kindness people didn't see often anymore. She cleared her throat. "I'm Olivia Hart." "Ethan," he answered, loosening the lug nuts with ease. "Nice to meet you." Olivia studied him silently. His hands moved fast and confidently. His expression held no irritation, no expectation of reward. He was just helping. Within 10 minutes, the spare tire was on. "You're all set," Ethan said as he stood up, wiping his hands on a rag in his truck. Olivia opened her purse. "Please, let me pay you. You saved me." Ethan stepped back slightly. No. That's okay. I didn't do it for money." "That's exactly why I want to," she insisted. He smiled. "Ma'am, really? Just glad to help." Olivia stared at him in disbelief. In her world, meetings, boardrooms, million-dollar contracts, help always came with a price. She wasn't used to this kind of pure, unfiltered kindness. "Then at least let me drop you back," she said. "Your truck looks older than my grandfather's stories." Ethan laughed. "Hey, she runs fine. But thank you. I'm good." But at that exact moment, Ethan's phone buzzed. A message from the school. Mia had fainted during class. His face changed instantly. Fear shot through him. "Is everything okay?" Olivia asked. "My sister, she passed out. I need to get to her now." "Then I'm driving you," Olivia said, already unlocking her Bentley. "Your place is on my way." Ethan didn't argue. There was no time. They rushed toward the school. Ethan kept dialing, but no one was picking up. He kept rubbing his hands together, something he did when he was scared. "Is she sick?" Olivia asked gently. "She has low blood sugar," Ethan said, voice tight. "Sometimes she forgets to eat breakfast. I try my best but work gets crazy." Olivia didn't say anything, but her eyes softened. She saw the exhaustion behind his strength, the love behind every worry. When they reached the school, Mia was sitting with the nurse. When she saw Ethan, she threw her tiny arms around him. "I'm okay now," she whispered. Ethan exhaled shakily, holding her close. "You scared me." Olivia watched them quietly. She had no idea Ethan was raising a child alone. And the tenderness he showed his sister, it moved her. "Can I take you both home?" she asked. Ethan hesitated but nodded. Mia held her hand shyly as they walked to the car. Olivia felt something warm spread through her chest. Inside the Bentley, Mia whispered, "You're very pretty. And your car smells like flowers." Olivia laughed. "Thank you, sweetheart." When they reached the small house Ethan rented, Olivia noticed the peeling paint, the broken fence, the worn-out porch. Life had been hard on him, clearly. "You two take care," she said, giving Mia a gentle smile. But before she could leave, Mia tugged on her sleeve. "Thank you for bringing us. Do you want cookies? I made some yesterday." Olivia blinked, touched. "I would love one." Inside, the house was small but spotless. Ethan didn't have much, but everything he had, he cared for. Olivia noticed framed photos of him and Mia, small crafts she'd made, and a chart on the wall with Mia's daily meals, proof of how carefully he looked after her. Mia handed her a cookie. "Ethan says being kind makes the world nicer." Olivia swallowed hard. He's right. When Ethan stepped into the kitchen with a glass of water, Olivia said quietly, "You're doing an incredible job." "Truly." He looked away, embarrassed. "I just try to keep things together." "You're doing more than that." There was sincerity in her voice that made Ethan look up. "Thank you," he said softly. Olivia left a few minutes later, but not before glancing back at the little house and the men who had helped her without asking for anything in return. Something in her heart tugged. She wasn't done with Ethan Cole. Ethan arrived at the auto shop at 7 a.m. sharp, ready for another long day. But when he stepped inside, he froze. Standing in front of him, wearing a simple blouse, jeans, and a warm smile, was Olivia Hart. "Morning, Ethan." "Olivia," he stammered. "Is everything okay?" "I came to thank you properly." "You already did." "No," she said gently. "Yesterday you helped me. Today, let me help you." Before he could protest, she handed him an envelope. "What's this?" he asked carefully. "Open it." Inside was a letter, on the official letterhead of Hart Motors, one of the country's biggest automotive companies. Ethan frowned. "Hart Motors." Olivia nodded. "I'm the CEO." Ethan nearly dropped the paper. "And I'd like to offer you a full scholarship to our advanced mechanical engineering program," she continued. "Plus a part-time paid position at our city branch. You'll earn more, learn more, and build a future for you and Mia." Ethan stared at her, overwhelmed. Why would you do this for me?" Olivia smiled, eyes glistening slightly. "Because you stopped to help me when you didn't have to. Because you're raising a little girl with more love than some parents ever show. And because the world needs more people like you, Ethan, not stuck in a small shop, but out there making a difference." Ethan tried to speak, but emotion choked his voice. "Are you sure?" he whispered. "Absolutely." Mia, who had come with Ethan because she didn't want to stay alone, ran up to Olivia and hugged her tight. "Thank you for helping my brother," she said. Olivia bent down and hugged her back. "He helped me first." Ethan wiped his eyes quickly, embarrassed, but Olivia noticed and smiled softly. "You deserve this," she said. "Let me invest in someone the world needs." Ethan was studying, working part-time at Hart Motors, and earning more than he had ever imagined. Mia was healthier, happier, and enrolled in better programs at school. Olivia visited often, not out of obligation, but because she genuinely cared. Ethan's kindness had touched her deeply, and her gesture had opened something in her heart too. One evening, as the three of them sat outside Ethan's house eating Mia's cookies again, Olivia whispered, "You know, that flat tire was the best thing that ever happened to me." Ethan laughed softly. "Funny. It was the best thing that happened to me too." And as Mia leaned on Ethan's shoulder and Olivia smiled at both of them, it was clear. Sometimes life doesn't change with big events. Sometimes it changes with a flat tire, a helping hand, and a heart willing to believe in kindness. And kindness, that day, melted millions of hearts.